represent from Bengal, that I don't see any occasion, maybe any of the holy occasion, where you don't find the place of banana. Maybe that banana, we know that it is a very common laxative. From our childhood itself, we are knowing, because we are given banana if we have any constipation or if anybody is in any sort of constipation. So it is really very remarkable, and it work wonders. Now, even I have been given to understand, maybe about a few years back, because to me, at least I can say that I consume, maybe some few days may be left, or some days may be missing, at least one banana, maybe in the morning, I consume with my breakfast, as a breakfast, and with a cup of tea. I've been given to understand that it has anti-cancerous property. But no doubt, people have a myth, maybe having a myth that if banana is taken maybe for diabetic patients and all, it may lead to very serious consequences, but it may not be so. But that's why we want to listen to Dr. Shiva. But before that, because it may be very little formality, that I'll just touch upon certain points. As regards today's lecture, it is exploring medicinal properties of banana for business development. Today's topic is exploring medicinal properties of banana for business development is very much relevant in several aspects, like direction or directing the public at large to indulge into such cultivation and crop variety, which has high potential and best future demand, reliable and feasible solution to farmers, maximum economic benefits to farmers, common fruit throughout the country and easy to grow. It's very commonly available, and to bring out more awareness in regard to this fruit, which is having maybe having its existence since times immemorial, and it is a very age-old fruit in special context of its medicinal values. Now, as regards entrepreneurship development program, which may be helpful, especially to give a shape to our economy, boost morale of budding entrepreneurs, impart right knowledgeable frontiers to showcase our facilities and upholding and handholding capacities, bridging the gap between research and industry and the market, and acts as a perfect platform for speakers as well as audience. So these are the common guidelines we always guide farmers regarding medicinal aromatic plants. Now, as far as the cultivation is concerned, value addition is concerned, and its promise in the market that is concerned, we at Indian Council of Agriculture Research, under Directorate of Medicinal Aromatic Plant, has taken due initiation to provide all crop related advice, right from seed cultivation to harvesting, and to manage post harvesting issues and value addition to market by buyback guarantee mentoring services. We also take pride in number of farmers and business being benefited by our advices and extension activities and being successful by meeting good market demand. So these are our areas, but definitely, Dr. Shiva, we are fortunate to have you, and you are also one of the as a nodal scientist for business and incubation at your NRC Banana, and I also know being under the umbrella of this horticulture group, so it is also we know its importance, and everybody knows its importance. So definitely we invite you to today's forum, and we all will be definitely enriched today by your talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for nice introduction, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your opening remarks. You have well said that banana is an important commodity for business development. Although many aspects have been exploited, but still there are some niche areas like the medicinal properties which needs to be exploited. And with your direction, definitely we will see much hope in the near future to come. With this, let me welcome Dr. Shiva for his presentation. on exploring medicinal properties of banana for business development. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Hope slides are visible.
Visible, sir. Yes, sir. Go
My
ahead.
voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So good afternoon to each and everyone. Thank you very much for the nice introduction given by the Dr. Nagaraj Reddy as well as by the Director of Medicine and Aromatic Plants Research, Anand, Gujarat. So it is a great pleasure to be here in this stage to deliver a lecture on the exploring medicinal properties of banana for business development. So I'm working as a principal scientist at NRC Banana, Tiruchirappalli. My mobile number and email ID is given here. So anybody who is interested, you can give me WhatsApp message, or you can send me WhatsApp message, or you can mail me also. So with this, I will start the first slide. So everybody knows, otherwise even don't be knowing that name by Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine. So let food be the medicine and medicine be the food. So whatever food you take, it should have the medicinal value. The medicine should also have whichever the medicine, it should also have in the food. Medicinal properties should be there in the food. So it is pre-climatic Hippocrates by 2,500 years ago. So many people say just as a comment, many people are there, live to eat. So I say, live to eat is okay. Eat to live, that also there. So we should take which context we are living on. So always you should be, whatever you take, it should have the medicinal properties. That's good for everyone in the future concern, health point of view. So let me start with the banana and plantain. Just a little bit introduction about the banana plantain. So banana is nothing but it's a ripe fruit meant for dessert or dessert purpose, whereas plantain is vegetable banana, we can say. It is whether it should be cooked or steam cooked and should be eaten. It cannot be eaten as a raw. Whereas banana is a ripe fruit, it can be eaten as a raw. As such, once ripe, it can be eaten. Generally, bananas are rich in sugars, whereas plantain is rich in starch. These are the main parameters to understand for a common man. It is called kalpaduru because each and every part of the plant is used like a kalpavriksha, we can say coconut or palmera. Each and every part used similarly kalpaduru. The banana is called kalpaduru because all parts can be utilized, a plant of all virtues. So let me have the slide on the just have introduction about the banana and plantain. Generally, it is banana and plantains are mostly it is integrated with our culture as well as heritage. We can say since long, it is grown in more than 130 countries. It is a source of livelihood and nutritional security for millions across globe. Why we say livelihood? Because if you take Africa and Asian countries, it forms a part of the stable food for them. So it is one of the livelihood for them. As far as so long we are talking about the food security, which is given by the agriculture crops, food grains mainly. Then we are now in the era of talking about the nutritional security, which should be given by fruits and vegetables, mainly horticulture crops, which gives mainly the vitamins, minerals. It's mainly called protective foods. Fruits and vegetables are called protective foods because it gives mainly the vitamins and minerals meant for the human being with a lot of health benefits, I can say. So it provides nutritional security for millions across the globe. It's a complete food. I told you it's a complete food rich in all nutrients except fat. Its fat is not much there when compared to other crops actually, or other animal sources or other sources. Then it's grown in the small and marginal farmers mostly, even though it is grown in large scale in Philippines, Costa Rica, and other Latin American countries and all. But even in Indian conditions, mostly it's grown in small and marginal farmers in the fragmented lands and all. Then it is a multifaceted research. I told you it's a kalpadaru. Then you can say it's a world favorite fruit valued for its health benefits, flavor, and nutritive values. Available throughout the year. That is one of the advantages of banana. In the worldwide, India ranks first in banana production. Then India is the second most important fruit crop next to mango, and in export, it's next to grapes. Bananas are one of the most consumed and cheapest fruit available in worldwide, you can say. It is the most traded fruit and fourth important commodity in worldwide next to rice, wheat, and maize. So these are some of the introductory parts about the banana. The banana is a multifaceted plant, as I told you, because it is used as a dessert, as a fruitable purpose. It's used as a food in African Asian countries. It's used as a vegetable. It's a cooking banana, we can say. vegetable banana, I can say. It's cooked and eaten. Then valued for fiber textile. It is important in textile industries. Like this fiber can be extracted from the outer and inner sheath of the soda stem. Then it's also valued for its numerous medicinal and nutraceutical properties also. Let us have a look at the nutritive value of the banana and plantain per 100 gram edible portion. So everybody knows what is the major nutrient, I can say, in fruits and vegetables. After that only we can talk about carbohydrate, other things. So what is the major nutrient present in all fruits and vegetables? Similarly in banana also. That gives very good kilocalories, energy 92 to 122 between banana and plantain. Very good source of carbohydrates. Banana is rich in sugars, as I told you earlier. Plantain is rich in starch. Then protein is a fairly good source, not very good source when compared to pulses and milk and other sources. It's fairly good source. 1.2% we can say on average we can get it from banana. Fat is almost divide of fat. So banana is almost compared to avocado and other fruits and dry fruits, it is almost nil. We can say fat is very low. But a very good source of potassium, I can say. Banana is a very good source of potassium. On an average, it has 450 milligram per 100 gram edible portions. Potassium also very much essential for the brain cell development, which we will discuss later on. Then calcium, it is not a good source of calcium. Fairly okay, it's low, 3 to 6 milligram only. It's very good source of vitamin. We can some of the varieties, not all the varieties, particularly red banana and Nandran. These are the two varieties, very good source of vitamin A. Then dietary fibers is also very important for the bowel movement and other things, constipation purpose and all. 2 to 3%. Some varieties are even 4 to 8% also. Then total flavonoids is pulp contains around 60 milligram, whereas peel contains more. So most of the some even compared to pulp, which is a major edible portion, peel contains a lot of vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals. Other things are there in peel, but peel is not eaten as such. It can be steam cooked or boiled and can be eaten, not as such. So let's move into the health benefits. But the topic today, what we are going to talk about the medicinal properties, exploring the medicinal properties of banana for business development. So let us have the health benefits of the banana and plantain. So first you can say cardiovascular protection. As I told you, banana is almost divide of fat, so it is good for cardiovascular. So the person who consume banana will not have any problem of heart problems. Then it's good for kidney, particularly the central stem, which is having the property to dissolve the kidney stone. Then mood enhancer, that is very good source. Some varieties are good in iron, so it's good for health, blood. Then recover children from gastrointestinal problem. It's if you take banana also. Source of dietary fiber, I told 3 to 4 to 8% in some varieties. Not very good source, somewhat okay. Calcium, some varieties are good, so will better bones. Protect eyesight, red banana, and then it's a very good source of vitamin A, beta carotene. So it protects your eyesight, vision enhancement. It helps and improves elimination. I told you, sir also, director also mentioning in the introductory remarks. Constipation is a major problem. The aged people, even now, it is very major problem even in the children also. So the when you take banana after meals, after before going to bed, if you take banana after meals, just two Puvan bananas, particularly Puvan varieties meant for the purpose, automatically your constipation problem is solved. So it is a best way and easy way to solve your constipation problem. Just two Puvan bananas after meals before going to bed will solve your constipation problem. So it is also peptic ulcers kind of things. It takes care of banana will take care of these kind of things. So we'll in detail we'll see in the forthcoming slides. Then you see the different health benefits we are given. As I told you earlier, also it is given still somewhat insight it gives. Then coming to the amazing benefits of banana. So how it acts. So I told you it gives very good energy because banana is called instant energy provider because it's very rich in sugars. So when you take particularly, you might have seen the tennis players or shuttlecock players used to take banana in between because it gives instant energy. Then I told you this bowel health because it's rich in somewhat good in soluble fiber, so easy for removing solving the problem of constipation. Then increases happiness because banana it has the capacity to convert the tryptophan to the serotonin in the brain. So that's why it enhance your mood. So it is a neurotransmitter. So enhance your mood. So and you feel happy. It's a mood enhancer. It provides happiness to the human beings. And the people who are taking banana regularly, the banana contain vitamin B complex, which have the which will make you to quit nicotine kind of products, physically as well as psychologically. Then some of the varieties we can say, now we have a project of Queensland Agriculture University, QET, Queensland University of Technology. We have the collaborative project in which we are working upon the iron and carotene fortified bananas. We are making the granite as well as rastali varieties. So which will enhance the, which will help the people to who are suffering from anemic as well as who are suffering from vision problem. So these kind of bananas in forthcoming years we will expect to have biofortified bananas which are having very good source of iron as well as beta carotenes. Then brain power, potassium I told you. It's potassium is, it contains around 450 milligram per 100 gram edible portion, so which helps you, which helps in brain cell development of children particularly. So it also enhances indirectly, it increase your memory power. So generally we say Vallare, that is Central Asiatica, one of the vegetable, leafy vegetables meant for increasing memory power. Tablets are also being sold. But the potassium is very good source. That's what we put a lot of pressure to the government to introduce in the noon meal scheme, all the school, so that the children will get banana, because banana provides very good source of potassium. Potassium is very much essential for brain cell development. I feel and I recommend also every 1 hour if you give one banana to the children, certainly their brain cell development and their enhancement and memory power will increase. Certainly, I can say that. Then it's also banana contains vitamin B6, so which regulates the blood glucose levels. So that's ultimately. Then I told you again, in the potassium body regulator system deliver oxygen to the brain kind of things. It helps. So these are the amazing health benefits of the banana. Even bananas, you can see that the peel, inside the peel, you rub it on over the um, stained teeth, it will remove the stains. The minerals contains in the peel will remove the stains from your teeth, I can say. Even there is, we see that if you are having any mosquito bites or warts, just you rub the peel over your skin on the mosquito bite side, automatically the irritation will come down. These are the some other benefits of the banana, I can say. Then this kind of bananas generally people will reject. It's called senescent spot or brown spot. I will say the senescent spot. The varieties which are having overripe, which are the bananas which are overripe, they'll be having the senescence or brown spots. This kind of bananas you should not reject henceforth, I can say, because it is proven also that the bananas which are having a overripe banana is having a tumor necrosis factor which fights against the cancer. So henceforth, when you go to market, I my humble request as well as opinion is that better to take ripe banana, not to reject. It's very good rich in sugars. So suppose you generally people say the fruits which are bitten by either squirrel or rat or something, it's ripe faster and also much more sweeter than the normally ripened fruits, we can say. So generally this kind of fruits should be taken kind of overripe or overripe fruits which are having senescent spots or brown spots should be taken because henceforth, because they're having a tumor necrosis factors to fight against cancer. Before into the topic, it is also better to know what is the area of cultivation, area and protection of banana in India. Banana is cultivated in almost 8 lakh hectares, producing around 32 million tonnes, which contributes 32% of the total fruit production of the country. Then India contributes almost 28% of the world banana production. We are the leading producer in the world. Banana alone contributes 2.8% to the agriculture GDP. The India export point, the last few years, they are in the our export market is being getting increased. You can say export value also being increased. We can say 2021 more than 2 lakh million tons. So 2 lakh metric tons have been exported, valued at rupees 1,000 crores. In 2012, 13 and all, we have exported only few quantities, less than 1 lakh, worth of only 98 crores, around 100 crores. But within the last few years, we can say, last 3-4 years, our export quantity as well as export value have been increased considerably. Banana is next to grapes in export value, you can say. Then some of the top exporters which are in the market is Dole Food, Secuta, Fresh, Del Monte, Fibes. These are the topmost companies which occupy more than 80% share of the world international trade of banana. Then the major varieties which is traded in the banana is actually granine variety. You might have seen yellow fruits. People say in the market you can see very well the granine fruits. Some people also misname or misguide with you as a genetically modified fruit. We can say that's not so, because when you put it in a 20 to 25 degrees centigrade, it develops beautiful golden yellow color. skin. Otherwise, you keep it in the room temperature, banana will ripe, but the color will not go from the green. So this it looks like a very good color changing when you give proper temperature and proper ethylene gas concentration of 100 to 150 ppm. Within 48 hours, it gets ripened, and also it gives very good, appealing, attractive golden yellow color. So people misname it as a genetically modified fruit. It's not so. We don't have any genetically modified banana varieties till now in the country, you can say. The traditional ethnic varieties which are getting in the international market is the Naipuvan, Nendran, Red Banana, Rastali. Then some of the GI tagged varieties also getting importance nowadays. GI tagged varieties already it's well known by the countries and also foreign countries because it is getting a very GI tag all over. The hill banana, particularly the Virupaksi, highly flavorful variety. Sengali Kodan from Trishur, hill banana from Tamil Nadu, hilly areas. Nanjangod Rasabale from Karnataka, and Kamalapur red banana from Nagpur. These are the some of the varieties, GI tagged varieties, getting a lot of importance in going to the years to going to come. Apart from the our traditional ethnic varieties, which will play a major role in the future export market, I can say. We should know better to, it's also essential to know the varietal wealth because each variety is having unique character of flavor, unique character of medicinal properties, unique character of therapeutic value, the other values in toto, you can say. So some of the major commercially cultivable varieties in India are, particularly these varieties are mostly cultivated in southern parts of the India, you can say. If you go to north, after leaving Maharashtra, from Maharashtra onwards, you will get only one variety, mainly Grand, which is cultivated in India for more than 60%. Production comes from Granine variety. It's a commercial variety. It is also known by Robusta, Dwarf Cavendish, and all. It is coming under the group Cavendish group actually. The red banana, its genomic constitution is a triple A. Generally, it's generally all bananas which are available in cultivations are natural hybrids. It's not man-made hybrids. Natural hybrids are Musa acuminata and Musa balbisiana. So this genetic constitution, wherever A is there, acuminata is dominant, it's good in quality. Where B is there, it's good in imparting the tolerance or resistance to the plant. So that is a kind of norms. Then red banana, one of the very good variety, rich in carotenes, very good flavor also. It's a good variety for high in demand always. You will not get not less than 10 rupees per fruit in the market. Then Rastavali, one of the flavorful thin skin variety. It's known by Malbok, Martamani, and silk in other parts of the country. Then Puvan, it's known by, it's also a very good variety. I was talking about the Puvan. It is a small yellow fruited variety. It is good for constipation. After meals, before going to bed, you take 2 Puvan bananas. It really removes your, stops your constipation, removes your constipation. You will free from constipation. It is known by Champa, Chini Champa, and Karpur Chakrakeli and Mysore in different parts of the country. Its constitution is AAB. Then Karpuravalli, it is one of the finest variety. You can say one of the variety rich in sugars. You can say among the varieties, one of the variety rich in sugars is having more than sorry, more than 30 degree Brix it contains sugar. Particularly, we have released a variety called Udayam in 2005 from our institute. It is improved variety over Karpuravalli, you can say. And these varieties are very rich in sugars. It is having a tolerance capacity to wilt and combi will like other field tolerance it has. So it is one of the hardy variety suitable for many parts of the country. It's known as Kantali in North India, particularly Bihar, UP, Madhya Pradesh, known in the name of Kantali. So very good variety released from our institute also. Then Mondan, it's a vegetable or cooking type banana. It's called, it's known in the name of Bonda in the North India. Genomic constituency ABB. We have released a variety called Kaberi Saba. It's one of the variety having a cooking type bananas, dark green in color, and so uniform in shape of the fruits. That's the advantage of the particular variety. Nandran, it is also, it's called a horn plantain or French plantain. It is a dual purpose variety, I can say. In Tamil Nadu and other parts, it's only we use it as a plantain. It's used for only making chips and it's eaten. And whereas in Kerala, it is ripened and eaten. That's advantages for the Nandran. Nandran is a dual purpose variety. It can be used as a cooking type. It can be used as a, overall in Kerala, it is used as a fruit dessert. When I was working in Spices Calicut, I used to take morning, my breakfast is 2 Nandrans. Our director also mentioning, sometimes he used to take breakfast banana. So I used to have 2 Nandran bananas, 1 coffee. This is my breakfast most of the time because Nandran is a complete food, you can say. It gives very good energy, rich in beta carotenes also. That is advantages going for Nandran. So it is served as many kind of food products prepared from the Nandran. We'll see in the forthcoming slides. Hill banana, highly flavorful variety. If you go to Murugan temple, that is Kartiya temple, Shivan's son temple, they'll be serving it the Panchamirdam. It is one of the traditional way of recipe. It's very good, flavorful one. This hill banana, particularly, we have two varieties, Virpaksh and Sirmalai. These varieties are meant for making a Panchamirdam, one of the food preparation for meant for the god Muruga, Kartigaya. Then Naipuvan is also small fruited variety and also highly flavorful. And another advantage of this Naipuvan as well as Karpul is very good keeping quality. You keep it for 5 days, the skin will become black, but the inside pulp will be intact. Very good in taste. So there is advantage for the Katpuravali and Naipuvan variety. A very good keeping quality. You can keep it up to 1 week, 5 to 7 days. We can keep it. Other varieties you can keep it not more than 2 to 3 days. It will dry fast and it will spoil quickly. So these two varieties are meant for a long time keeping quality. Then Kaveri Kalki, one of the varieties, it is a dwarf Katpuravali, you can say. It is good for dwarf, particularly the wind-prone area. Then Kaveri Sugandham chai, one of the flavorful variety, you can say, cultivate in the hilly areas. Then Kaveri Harita, vegetable or cooking type banana. Popolo, this Popolo is introduced from the Papua New Guinea. The variety, if you see the fruit, you won't say it is a banana. It is looking very cylindrical in shape, but it's also good for vegetable type, you can say. It's very good source of flour, we can get it. A nice corner, you can say the slice, when you can make very good slices, we can make it and can go for making chips and all. Then this is the variety I already told, rich in sugars, meant for making a lot of value products. We can be prepared from this particularly ripe banana based products can be prepared from this Katparoli, that Udayam variety, is the improved version of Katparoli. Then we have some of the varieties, just we want to know is the strength of our varieties coming to we have medicinal properties, you can say. One acid and is acid and good in taste. It's a little bit acidic. When you consume, you see a little bit acidic in sour in taste, but it's a very good variety. I told you it's good for constipation, to stop the constipation. Nendran, it's very good variety, dual purpose variety. Kerala and other parts, Kerala it's consumed as a fruit, other parts it's consumed as a vegetable, mainly it's known by chips. Now, the chips which is meant from Nandran is very popular throughout the world. More than 500 crores worth of business is taking place in banana trade itself. Then very rich in proteins, I told you, there is a lot of many flour-based products are prepared from the Nandran. We'll see in the forthcoming slides. Mandans, culinary purpose variety, we can make vegetables, Oriel kind of things can be made. Some vegetables, frying items can be made from the Mandan. Then granines, international commercial variety, exportable variety. Red banana, very rich source of carotenes. Each fruit is very good variety. Also, if you take one or two, like Nathan, if you take two bananas, your breakfast will be completed. That kind of, along with the tea or coffee. So very good variety, banana, you can say. Needs a little bit cooler climate for developing a good punches. Then Udayam Karpuruli, I talked a lot about this one, I told you. Then the Snaipu one, it's a small fruited, attractive flower variety. It's good variety with good keeping quality. Malaivale, known in the name of hill banana. This very rich aromatic varieties, hill bananas are. Then before going to subject, we have generally our banana, what we produce mostly, nearly 25% we waste it. And the post loss is accounted for, estimated for 25%. Particularly in the retail level, the loss is very high compared to the farm level as well as wholesale level. So the retail level, whatever the damages occur during the transit from farm gate to retail level, all will reflect in the retail level only. Up to wholesale, whatever the damages occurs in the during the handling, post handling, which reflected in the spoilage in the retail level. So retailers will face a lot of loss due to the spoilage of the fruits. That's the main problem. So the 25% loss is valued at rupees 2,500 crores. So this is annually. That's what we need to take care of. Improved post handling, packing, storage, and ripening techniques are very much essential to minimize these post-loss losses to at least to 5%, we can say, which is possible by our improved techniques, post-loss handling techniques. These are the ways how they harvest. They put hook and they harvest. Just they leave the bunches, means all will be scattered. Then it's spoiled. Then while carrying the bunches, you can see 4 or 5 bunches are carried by one person. The bottommost bunches will get a lot of compression and also damages. Then when it is loaded in the lorries and the trucks, again the same problem. Persons will be, it's been loaded one over the another. 2-3% will be standing over the bunches. So by that way, the bottommost bunches will get a lot of damages, compression and other things. the wholesale market, how it being traded. As such, till from the harvest to till it goes just to retail market, is most of the time it is handled by as such bunches. It leads to high postage losses. You can see the marketing places, the smoking in chamber and all looks so dirty. So a hygienic condition is very much needed for even for fruits. Generally, people say chapels are kept in AC, fruits are sold in the outside open market. It's on the platform. So this kind of things also going on in the countries like India. Need to be changed, and the time will come to change. Changes will not happen yet in one or 2 day, near day or not. It will happen in a course of time. Hope. The losses is on the farm level and wholesale market level, storage and ripening level, retail level. All losses, costs are given because these all losses leads to spoilage of quality, medicinal properties of the fruits. That's what I want to mean. I mean to say. Then you can see the granite commercial variety of international commercial variety and one. You can see the type of injuries what happen, cut injuries in the field level, skin peel, over maturity, damaged fruits. These kind of things happens. We deteriorate the quality parameters, ultimately medicinal and therapeutic values of the fruits. Then you can see the assembly market, ripening chamber, so dirty, so black. They use only leaves for smoking purpose in a small chamber over 12 hours overnight. This spoils the fruits taste actually. It gives some kind of smoke odor. So then another one important is ethyl. Generally, ethyl is not allowed to ripe. As per the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, we can use only gas, ethylene gas, not ethyl, not smoke, not calcium carbide. These are the things are they creates a carcinogenic effect. That's why it creates a lot of problem. That's why Food Safety and Standards Authority India recommends only ethylene gas 100 to 150 ppm. Then wholesale market also it's hang and also sometimes it's getting spoiled and it's not sold properly. Then damages in cut injuries. The retail market, I told you, heavy losses, rotten fruits. You can see damaged rotten fruits are very common in retail level. It's thrown to the generally it's given a lower price. Sometimes it's thrown away. Some in order to get the very good quality fruits, need to have some kind of pre-harvest spray with the 2% potassium sulfate. Two sprays enough to get a very good size of fruits actually. To increase the volume of the size of the fruits, we can say. And then when you go for a bunch cover, this is called bunch cover. The top one is the polythene with the 6% ventilation. The bottom is a non-woven polypropylene bags. These are the one with bunch covers are highly essential when you go for export because these bunch covers gives a lot of advantages. It advance the maturity by 1 week. You will get blemish-free fruits and very attractive pest and disease-free fruits. You will get the prices which are being covered by this kind of polythene bag or the non-one polypropylene will fetch more price. You can say because of the attractiveness, free from pest and disease. We have developed a very good improved postage handling, packing, and storage and ripening techniques for banana for domestic export market. Just a glimpse I want to just say to the things. This all makes you to get very good quality fruits to eat not only in India, throughout the world. Our varieties can be tested. Here you can see the desirable maturity can harvest and keep it in the banana leaves under shade to stop the latex flowing from the cut end portion of the crown. Then it is been packed in the corrugated fiber board box, keeping a foam sheet in between the hands. Then taken to the pack house where it has been thoroughly washed with the plain water. Then it again cleaned with again soap solution. Then it has been again trimming of the crown portion taking place because the oozing out of the latex portion will become black. Then put it in the alum or sodium hypochlorite solution, which acts as a surface disinfectant, where the latex stops. After that, it has been taken to the fungicide. You can put it in the Bevistine, 1 gram per liter. So fungicide acts as prevents the postage disease like a crown rot, then anthracnose, and tip wrap kind of things. So these are things will be taken care of with the fungicide. After that, remove the moisture. Then they put it in the corrugated fiber board box, 5-ply fiber board box. Keep the 100 kg polythene bag inside. Then keep the hands inside by wrapping with the foam sheet. Then remove the partial air from the one. Then so that in order to prevent the deterioration, because ethylene removal is important in order to during the course of transit to lengthen the shelf life of fruits. Actually, you can say. Then you can keep 2 sachet of ethylene scrubber because it removes the ethylene. Ethylene is responsible for ripening of fruits. Then it has been tied and the top lid of the cotton box has been closed. Then it has been kept it in the pre-cooling, that is a pre-cooling chamber, forced pre-cooling chamber, either forced air can be passed or vacuum can be done. Then this kind of pre-cooling chamber mostly forced has been passed. Then kept it for 6 to 8 hours, remove the field heat. Then put it in the cold stage. Rest for some time. Then put it in the reefer container, maintaining 13.5 degrees centigrade. That is the best way of storage of bananas. Bananas should not be refrigerated. It leads to chilling injury. Then put it in the reefer container. The truck can carry up to the seaport where it has been loaded. The reefer container is loaded in the vessel. Vessel can carry up to 1,000 to 1,500, you can say, reefer containers in it. Then once it reaches the destination, you can CFE boxes, corrugated fiber board box, 5 layers will be there. These boxes will be unloaded. Then you can cut and open. You can see the same yellow color where you are packed in the same green color. The same green color is without any ripening. Even one fruit, you can say, one fruit start ripening, and their hands will entire lot will become will prone to ripening also. So you can see when you put it in the ethylene chamber, you can see beautiful yellow color development. Then put it in the sales board. Then you can market it. When you want, this is the export protocol. C protocol for export of bananas to the foreign countries, particularly Dubai, UK, Italy, kind of things you can say. Then suppose you wanted to go for local market, you can harvest at generally when you go for export market, it harvest around 75 to 80% maturity. When go for local market, you going to go up to 95% maturity because local market it doesn't need 75%, 80%, 95% means very good development will be there. 75 to 80 means the fruit will not develop that much. Then once 75, 95% maturity fruits can be taken, put it in the plastic grates. Yeah, arrange the hands in such a way. In between, you can keep the newspapers between hands to avoid the blemishes. Actually, you can say brewing injuries, not bruises or blemish-free fruits. You want to get means keep the newspaper here. Here you can keep the foam sheet here. Then put it in the cold storage whenever you want to ripen it and send it through the lorries. Within 12 hours, it will reach the destination. So all the traditional varieties can be ripened uniformly by ethylene gas. So ethylene gas will induce uniform ripening. It also gives very good taste, attractive color. These are the advantages for going for ethylene gas by replacing all the other methods like ethylene, ethyl spray, or dip, or calcium carbide, stone, or smoking. These are the things are not at all be recommended by the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. You should know. Then this is the one I given as a granite variety. You should kept in around 18 to 20 degrees centigrade. Then only the color will develop yellow. Otherwise, it will remain green. It's called green ripe. Then our traditional varieties can be ripened at room temperature by using ethylene gas of 100 to 150 ppm. So nowadays, ethylene cans are available. 100 rupees can be used for ripening up to 4 to 6 tons of fruits. So this can be when you need to have only airtight chamber. You can use the ripening gas. This kind of cans can be used for ripening the fruits. It costs only 80 to 100 rupees. You can say cost of per kg of ripening will be only 20 to 40 paisa. 1 rupee 20 paisa per kg of fruits. You can say. It's better to know the ripening stages also because essential ripening stage, why it's essential, what kind of stage you are going to eat it, that's very important. Generally, this is the harvest, the green color, dark green color stage. During when you expose to ethylene or ethylene is released from its own, you can see the color development changes takes place. It is known by the seventh stage. Ripening stages are it is in the seventh stage. This is the stage meant for edible purpose. This is senescent stage. Or you can say we are talking about the tumorous necrosis factor earlier, anti-cancer property, senescent spot or bound spot. This is the seventh stage. So all the persons who are Sar was talking about, director was talking about the sugar patient, whether they can take banana. Certainly they can banana up to fourth or fifth stage, not in sixth or seventh stage. They can up to fifth stage. They can go for taking. They can make a very good flour. Then flour based products they can consume up to fifth stage they can eat. It's not fully ripened. A little bit ripening will not take place. This kind of stage, sugar conversion will not take place much. So sugar patient up to these two stages is ideal for taking the sugar patients who are having diabetic. Then you can see the fruits which are ripened using ethylene is very beautiful yellow color, uniform yellow color you can see here. Seeing the attractiveness and quality, everything is maintained when you are going for ethylene gas as a ripening agent. Then some of the poster species I went for, just I was mentioning about cigar end rot, cigar type of rot will be there in the tip of the fruits, crown rot, and black tip end rot, anthracnose. These are the major poster diseases in banana. Bananas, I was telling about the banana should not be refrigerated because it leads to chilling injury. If you keep it below 12 degrees centigrade, generally chilling injury will occur in banana. Then some of the success stories you want to highlight is Nandran export. 2017-18, we just sent one lot to Nandran to Dubai. It has been sent through the ship actually. It took 13 days to reach here from Kerala to Dubai. So I was also one of the consultant to the project. I went to Dubai. Had been from the beginning till from the harvest to till and it still they put it in the sales board and sales after the consumer also we took some survey. So it is kind of this is the process we took for the export of the Nandran Banana to Dubai by sea route actually. It was one of the very good successful project. Generally, Grand Nine is generally exported. We started with Nandran, one of the traditional variety of Indian variety, consumed in many parts of the Dubai, particularly Gulf countries, Keralites are more, so they like the Nandran varieties very much. It is used in say baby food and other product preparations. So this is one of the successful project of ours. Then we have carried out one more Cavendish banana. I was talking about Grand Nine banana. We sent it to Europe by sea route, the normal reefer container. Generally, they say they put it in the only controlled atmospheric storage container, but we put it in the reefer container and send it to Europe. It was also a very successful venture. Then come to the processing part, one of the business development. Earlier also that is a one kind of business. This is another business part we can just going to see. India is the largest producer. I told with 30 million tons, there are almost 32 million tons we produce from 8 lakh hectares. Most of the banana what we produce is consumed fresh in the India itself. So only few, only 4 to 5, only you can say only meager quantity is being exported. I can say, Then use of processed banana products also meager. Only 4 to 5% of total banana produce is processed. Of this, only 3% is contributed by the chips industry. The chips is more than 500 crores worth of business. Trade is taking place throughout the world. I can say. The rest of the products are powder, puree, fix, and panjamridam kind of products. You can say. Then, sorry. Go bananas. You can see the different stage of banana is being made it here. Different segments of the fruit where it can be used for preparing various products. Which is this picture also depicts the same thing. We say banana is a kalpadaru. Why it is so? Because from bottom, calm. Calm is very good source of starch. The calm itself, as also I want to mention about the calm. Generally in Kerala, calm is been the rhizome, underground part, being sliced, chopped, and given to the animals to increase the lactation, milk quantity. That is being done in Kerala. It's a common practice. Banana is generally that particularly the calm rhizome is very good source of starch. You can extract 4 to 5% starch. The starch can be utilized in the pharmaceutical preparers, medicines and all. Then when the portions near to the calm as well as stem, this portion, you cut and leave it during overnight. Keep the polythene surround outside that calm. Make a small notch here. Some kind of sacks will exudate and comes and stores in the polythene bag below that. Then some of the area people will consume that sap because the sap contains a lot of polyphenols, other things, other vitamins, minerals, and all. This sap is a very good source for removing the kidney stone. That's what I mean to say. This sap will remove having the property to dissolve the kidney stone. And then, other than that, if you any kind of snake bite or the centipede bite, the venom will not go that fast to the person who are consuming this sap regularly. So these are some of the traditional way of knowing the things from the books and other things. People follow in village areas and all. They used to put knots during evening hours. Next day morning, the empty stomach, they'll go and take the sap and they'll consume it. So there is a very good one for the health point of view. Then next comes the outer sheath and inner sheath. Fiber can be extracted, a lot of handicrafts can be made. Then the stem, central core stem, you can extract 5 to 7 tons per hectare. Then that will be used for making a lot of products. We'll see in the forthcoming slides. Leaf is a very good source of hygienic bioplate we can make from the leaves. Apart from that, we have a lot of medicinal properties. We will see in the forthcoming slides. Then unripe green bananas, we can make a lot of products from the unripe green banana. Then ripe banana, then flower, bract, sorry, flower and bract. Then so many, we can make a lot of products and we can extract a lot of biopigments from the bract also. So the first kind of products is products made from the green and ripe bananas, or we can say plantain. The banana chips, one of the product is prepared and available almost nukan corners of the country, we can say. Particularly in some southern India, Nandhan is mainly used for making the banana chips. Banana chips generally now we are making, earlier we used to make, sorry, we used to make only Nandhan chips with the normal oil, but nowadays a lot of techniques have come in order to maintain the quality of chips actually. With the quality of chips is very much important, otherwise oil is also very much important. Nowadays it is been packed with the nitrogen flushing. The advantage of nitrogen flushing is actually it prevents the rancidity, that means spoilage of oil, and also the chips inside will not be getting broken, and also chips will float under nitrogen flushing. Then this easy to handle also without any breakage. So these are the advantages we are going for the nitrogen flushing. Also, it enhance the shelf life for more than 15 days of normal light. If you keep it for 15, 20 days or 30 days, we can enhance the shelf life for more than another 15 days extra. These are the advantages going for nitrogen flushing nowadays. And vacuum frying, it also maintains the quality of the chips, we can say. Then another vacuum frying. The vacuum frying is a technique in which we can say the oil is boiled below 100 degrees centigrade. So the oil can be utilized many times. Earlier, when you should go for the normal frying, deep fat frying, actually, no, oil absorption will be more. It leads to a lot of cholesterol, other problems will come for the persons having heart problems. When you go for vacuum frying, since the oil is boiled less than 100 degree, we can use the oil many times, and the chips quality, color, everything will be maintained in the vacuum fry. But the cost of the vacuum frying machine is around 10 to 15 lakhs. So in future, this will become one successful technology when the machine is produced in large scale and production is through vacuum frying. Then low fat nowadays, because many people are suffering from cholesterol, heart problems, heart attack, many problems are coming actually facing. So low fat chips I am prepared by using hydrocolloids. We prepare low fat chips, so the consumption of oil will be very less. Then also the quality of the chips will be also improved. Generally, Neandran is used for making chips, but this is the variety is Neandran. Then we can use other varieties also. Then this is the variety I was talking about, the popolo. If you see the fruit, it is not looking like a banana. It's like a cylindrical fruit, you can say. This is introduced from Papua New Guinea. This was one of the popular varieties getting popular nowadays. Then if you go to Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh, they use the granite variety for making chips. The advantage of chips means when you use Neandran, it develops very good yellow color because rich in carotenes. When you use a granite varieties, the chips will become only white. You will get chips will be in white in color, but you can add some masala and other flavors you can add and increase the taste, and also color can also be changed. See, the different flavors are being added to that the chips and being made. This is one of the industrial processing line. It is situated in the factory is situated in Kollam district, Kerala. Terra Foods, it is called, the company name is Terra Foods. They produce 500 kg per hour capacity. It's one of the, we can say, the very good capacity. The cost of this all machineries, 15 crores and building 10 crores, all put together, the project costs around 25 crores. There's actually here two types of chips are made. One is banana, and banana is not available, they go for tapioca or cassava chips. So these are the one, all completely automated. Three type of machineries are the one is the one. This is the one where the chips, this plant peeled tapioca or banana being loaded here. This will, the belt will carry to the top. After that, it is being washed and sliced. Then going to the dried and is going to the frying media oil. One thing you have to remember here: coconut oil is the best medium frying medium for the banana chips to get better taste and also increase the shelf life, I can say. People in say myth that because it is totally polysaturated fatty acids, it's not good for health, all these things and all. But it's not so, because Kerala consume lot of most of the products are prepared from coconut oil, but still they are even healthy. So only thing need to do some exercise kind of thing. Then the chips are washed and chips are made. They can see chips are going to frying media. After that, coming out, here masala is added. Different flavors are added here. Is going to the conveyor belt. Then it is being divided in the different segments. Then it is being packed in the different packets. Then by using this kind of the packing materials, banana is named in the name banano and tapioca in the name of cassava. So that these products, it is an industrial processing line meant for making two types of picks with the different flavors. In banana they make only 4 flavors, whereas in tapioca they make 11 flavors. That's the advantage. Then banana flour is the basic ingredients for you can be utilized for making lot of value-added products. This is raw material for making lot of value-added products. This is an Andhran hand. You can see size of the fruit. Then why it's banana flour? What is the advantage of going for banana? We should know the nutrient content or otherwise nutraceutical or medicinal properties which is contained in it actually. Banana flour is generally it contains 10 to 12% moisture only. After drying, generally initially it will be 75%, around 60% in undry banana means. After drying in the 55 to 60 degrees centigrade for 2 days, moisture content is brought down below 12%. This banana, this is called banana flour. Uh, this is used for making a lot of value products can be made from this banana flour. Then we should know the banana flour. What are the nutrient content? It contains in dry weight basis. You can see mainly the starch, 60 to 75% it contains. Apart from that, it contains very good source of resistant starch. You can say it's very good nutraceutical property, resistance to starch too. The 15-20% contains on dry weight basis. Dietary fiber 6 to 15% is also very important nutraceutical properties, medicinal properties. Ash content that means mineral content 2.5 to 3.5%. It's good, contains a lot of minerals, beneficial minerals, particularly potassium and other things also there in magnesium also it contains. Then protein 2.5 to 3.5%, not very good source, fairly good source. Lipid almost it doesn't contain much of fat. Then you can one of the first another the main product made from the banana flour is the baby food. Particularly banana flour. Then you can add green gram, then sugar, milk powder. These are the constituents of the banana baby food. Yes. Yeah. So these are the because these are the essential composition meant for growth and development of children. So all this combination contains all the basic nutrients like carbohydrate, protein, and fat, vitamins and minerals also. So these are the ingredients are in the baby food to meet the growth and development of the children. Then comes to the health drink, banana raw banana flour. Then comes barley powder, then sugar powder, then milk powder, then chocolate. These are things added to the health drink to make the very good health drink. It's meant for, it is like a Horlicks Bonvita I can consume. Then banana soup mix, the banana flour, then add with some kind of spices, then vegetables like dried vegetables like carrot and cabbage. Spices are added to that, black pepper and other things add to that. It forms very good soup mix. So soup is the very good one for to induce appetite, and also many people consume it after food. Also, it's very good digestion, very good digest also. So it's a very good source of dietary fiber it contains. Then banana biscuits, banana flour based biscuits are prepared by using the banana flour mixed with maida and other ingredients too. Then you can use the nowadays we developed a product of banana cookies by using banana peel powder. I told you banana peel is very good source of vitamins and minerals and a lot of nutraceutical properties and phytochemicals are present in that actually. This can be used for making the products. We can peel powder can be made, then which can be mixed with the flour. They can make very good kind of many products can be made. Particularly the biscuits we made, it's very good in nutrients. You can say only color maybe little bit changes, but the taste is very good. So beautiful. This is only made mainly from maida. Then banana flour based snack foods we can make pakoda, snacks, many pakodas, murukku mixture like and many snack foods can be made from the tea time snack food can be made from the banana flour. Then banana flour based extruded snack foods can be made. I told you this extruded snack foods also can be made from using banana flour mixed with the cassava. Then those we'll say call it as elite fruits, elite food items. But nowadays this is also getting popular in nowadays with the packets and they're coming into the all even village also. Then banana flour based cake or bread can be made. Then these are the products also made from the banana flour. Uh, then extruded snack foods uh, fortified with the carotenes and beetroot, vitamins, other thing, anthocyanins kind of things also added to that. We can say we can prepare very good source of antioxidant or functional food kind of products can made from snack foods can made from the banana flour mixing fortifying with the other ingredients. Then these are the snack foods made from the banana flour. Yeah. So then pasta products also can made rich in carotenes, very good source of antioxidants, and other ingredients can be also mixed with the banana flour. We can make pasta kind of extruded products. Then coming to the resistant starch. So people must be knowing about nowadays the resistant starch, particularly banana contains RS2. It's a kind of resistant starch. What do you mean by resistant starch? It is acts as like a dietary fiber. It escapes in the small intestine, moves to the large intestine where it is being fragmented into the fatty acids. So resistant starch acts as a dietary fiber. So it's very good food material which can mix with any kind of food preparations. Very good for diabetic patients. Nowadays the diabetic is one of the major physiological disorder. You can say major disorder in the country, which can be changed by using the banana resistant starch from the banana flour. We can extract 15-20% of banana resistant starch can be extracted from the banana flour. The resistant starch can be a part of the food preparations. Recently, we might have seen in the Man Ki Baat and Prime Minister's one program, jackfruit powder, which is we add it 1 spoon in the morning lunch and evening hour in food preparations. 3 months, they say the diabetic patient will become sugar free. That means he will be free from the diabetic. So that kind of things it comes. Similarly, we can say we can promote even resistant starch of banana flour also for making the food preparations. By that we can make it for we can many all diabetic patients can consume without any harm. Then these are some of the modified starch also can be made from the banana uh, flour. So that also possible. Then banana flour, what it gives when you add 5 gram, around 30 to 35 glycemic index, it brings down, points it brings down. So banana starch can be low glycemic product. Product we can mix with many preparation like bakery and confectionery preparation we can mix with, and we can make products by using the banana resistant starch. I can say reduce the glycemic index, good for diabetic patients. Then noodles, donut, and many preparations can be. When many preparations, banana resistant starch can be incorporated. Then comes to the banana sauce from the undried banana. Sometimes it can be made sweet or hot taste when you add spices. It will be very good with spicy. Sauce can be made like tomato and soya sauce. It's very good for digestion kind of things. We can mix with, can take along with any kind of snack food. Then raw banana fruit pickle. So why the raw banana fruit pickle? Whenever there is a problem, suppose you then there is a heavy wind, tree falls, the fruits may be immature, maybe less than 50 days or something like that. It takes 3 to 4 months for maturity of banana from the flowering onwards. So when heavy wind, it's a wind-blown area, heavy wind comes means the trees will fall, the fruits will become waste. So these kind of fruits can be utilized for making the very good pickle. Maybe astringent taste will be there. Astringent can be removed, then we can make very good pickle out of the immature fruits, and also even mature fruits can be utilized for making a commercial fruit pickle. Even immature fruits of 50 days old also can be used for making very good pickle. So these are it's a concept of waste utilization, wealth generation from waste, you can say. Then yeah, we are talking about this. Then comes to the second categories, products from the ripe bananas. Sir, can I continue? No problem.
No problem, sir. Continue. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm because I'm taking more time or not.
No,
I
no,
just
no, no.
okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So
This
products
is
from
your show.
okay. Thank you, sir. So products from the ripe bananas. We can make quite a number of products from the ripe bananas. So we prepare a enzyme clarified juice because unlike citrus and other fruits, juice cannot be extracted so easily from the banana. So we add bacterinase enzyme to loosen the juice vesicle so that the juice will be freed from the intact pulp. Then we can extract the juice easily. So it is enzyme clarified juice, not directly we can extract. So This juice can be very good. Ready to serve beverage can be prepared from the banana, ripe banana. We can go for some blends also. Some people may not like banana juice. We can go blend with either pineapple or mango kind of flavor we can mix with and we can take. It's a highly thirst quenching juice, unlike sugar rich water mixed with the fortified with the, I can say 6 to 80% carbon dioxide. It's not like that. It is a pure banana juice actually having all kind of nutrients in it. Always banana juice should be served chilled. We can blend with many juices and it can be taken. Then recently we have introduced one kind of basil seed suspended ready to serve beverage, fruit juice, banana fruit juice particularly. The advantage of this adding basil seeds, basil or chia seeds. Some countries like Thailand, Malaysia, other countries they used to add Philippines and they use chia seeds also. Basil seeds we use normally. This basil seed suspended ready to serve are good for health. Why it is it's having a lot of health benefits. The basil seeds nothing but tulsi seeds actually. Basimum Osimum basilicum. The basil seeds contain omega-3 or 6 fatty acids, reduce the cholesterol, and also it having cooling effect. It also reduce your body weight. These are the advantages for going for basil seeds suspended in the. Why it is being suspended? Why it cannot be just like the adding and put it in the going to the bottom and all? Because when you suspend only when you take each chip, it should come to your mouth. Each chip it should come to your mouth. You should feel the taste of it. That's why it is getting suspended in the by stabilizing the pH in the fruit juice. Okay. So these are the kind of medicinal juice we can say, so that you can consume. Then banana pulp-based milkshake or a ready-to-serve beverage. Many people, fruit sellers, they used to have the shops. They used to have the juice unit also. They make juice and serve because the fruits which are getting ripened, overripe, are they use it for making juice. They mix with either milk or some other ingredients, so so that they can get additional money from the fruits which is getting overripe or about to spoil. So when you add with the milk, milk is a very good source of protein as fat. So that you will get the entire basic nutrition to it when you are consuming this one. Then dehydrated banana, we can call it as a banana fig because the taste of this dehydrated banana is like anjeer in taste, that big fig taste. That's why we call it as a banana fig in English. So this is people feel that why it's a banana fig. People wonder because the taste is low. Dried banana is taste is like a fig. That's why we call it banana fig. This is one of the fruit we can be packed and sold it to any places. We can say banana, fresh banana cannot be taken to in many places. Suppose if you are in Himachal Pradesh or Jammu Kashmir, they can't taste bananas daily. That's very difficult sometimes. Even during the cold time, winter time, na, sometimes it's getting spoiled also. When you make it dry it, put it in the cellophane, pack it in the cellophane paper or airtight moisture-proof container. You can carry to any places. So within you can 48 hours it can be dried. The moisture level is brought down to less than 10%, sorry, less than 20%. Then this can be packed and it can be sold at any time. The advantage of this one is actually we can store up to 1 year, 1 year also. We recommend only 3 to 4 months or up to 6 months only. But without any best in test within 6 months, you can store even up to 1 year also without any spoilage. The advantage of this banana fig is rich in potassium, vitamins, and minerals in concentrated form. Suitable for children. I told you it should be recommended for the noon, midday meal or noon meals program. Then the schools, then sports persons, defense personnel, mountaineers. These are easy, just like dry fruit, you can say. It can be consumed. Then we can make very good chocolate. Also can be prepared from the dried banana slices. You can slices banana the dried. You can make it slice and you dry it. These dried ones we can make it using for custard making. We can use it for making payasam preparations also by replacing raisins. That means dried grapes. Then we can make very good chocolate out of the dried bananas. We make slices, dry it. The slices can be just molded with chocolate. Then we can call banana chocolate. Very good in taste. This also finds very good market. Um, and nowadays, generally dehydrated bananas are made in only by using the hot air because of the controlled condition. Nowadays, solar dryers are being used for making the banana fig, dehydrated banana. This advantage. Then yes, these are some of the units, solar drying units. We have our institute. We have the solar drying unit. 2 units we have. Then banana leather or fruit bar. This is another product made from the ripe banana. Generally, normal bodies are only mainly rich in sugars and vitamins, minerals. When you go for NutriBars, we add some dehydrated fruits. That means dry fruits. We can add the nutrient content of it so that you can call it as a NutriBars, rich in all other vitamins, minerals, and sugars. It adds other quality parameters as other medicinal properties or other parameters also can be incorporated in the NutriBar. The banana sweet chutney. See, one of the product made from the ripe banana is much liked by the Biharis as well sorry, not Biharis, sorry, Gujaratis as well as Bengalis. Say like this kind of products very much because mostly they consume sweets after food. Particularly, sir, director sir, you must be also can taste out of this kind of banana sweet chutney. You people like this sweet chutney very much. My guide also prefer the things kind of thing products very much. My guide is one SK Bhattacharjee. Sushanta Kumar Bhattacharjee is also from West Bengal only. Kalgi settled in Calcutta. He was my PhD guide at IRI. Okay, so very good, rich in sugars and minerals. Apart from that, it gives a lot of other ingredients too, vitamins, minerals also it contains. You can say this kind of sweet chutney. Then banana jam. Nowadays, what you get in the market is a mixed fruit jam, mixed with pineapple, apple, and other things. Very costly. But banana jam made from only pure banana, one third cost will be coming when compared to mixed fruit jam. Then we can make very good jelly also from the banana fruit juice. Then banana sip up. This is a product liked by the children. You add a KMS and the permitted color and flavor. You may put it in the polythene strip and just to put it in the freezer. So you can sip automatically. It comes up. So it's called sip up. It's very much liked by the children. Then banana wine is one of the alcoholic beverage. Whatever you have seen is many things are non-alcoholic beverages that they were seen earlier. Now it is now we come to the alcoholic beverage. Particularly, we can make very good banana wine from ripe banana, having 12 to 14 percentage alcohol. The cost of production is comparatively cheaper. Suppose you should take 300 rupees per liter means this only comes sorry 1000 rupees per liter normal grapes wine means you can only 300 rupees per liter the cost of production, you can say. So you can make a banana beer also for having 4 to 6% alcohol. Also, you can make it from the ripe banana. Being alcohol beverages, you need to get customized Central Excise Customs clearance is very much essential to get this product or technology. Then comes to the banana muffins and bakery product also can made from the ripe bananas. Then you can make very good cake also from the ripe bananas. You can make very good Nandran. Kerala is where this product is very popular. What you consume is a banana chips generally like that. Unripe banana we make chips. Here ripe banana they make a palamburi. This is very popular in the recipe at Kerala. So it contains heavy oil content. So we wanted to remove the oil content because oil is very much. So we wanted to eliminate oil content, make it a little bit crispy. We add some kind of rice flour and we made a Nandran Palamburi ready to mix. So product. This also
Filter coffee,
put on.
filter
Then
coffee original.
hello, some disturbance, please mute your mic, mute your audio, please. Then comes to
Yes,
the
sir.
third
Done.
categories, byproducts from the other parts of the banana. So one is the peduncle. Peduncle is the one which is bearing the fruits. We can say the bunches. Peduncle is very good source of potassium. If you take any part of the banana plant, it's a good source of potassium. It contains banana generally it removes 1,500 kg per hectare. Heavy potassium. It is a potassium loving plant. It takes heavy potassium from the banana field from the field. So we have to give a lot of potassium to the banana. Peduncle contains a lot of potassium. Also, very good fiber can be extracted from the peduncle. Then comes the pseudostem. Pseudostem is the after removing the bunches, I talk about the other parts which is going as a waste. It's a well generation for waste. I'm talking about. Then comes the pseudostem, the stem. The stem is covered by the leaf sheath. That's why we call it as a pseudostem. It's not a true stem. Then the outer sheath, generally there is a sheath. It is covered by sheath. Maybe if 10 to 15 layers will be there. The outermost layer, outer 2-3 layers will be suitable for making a coarse fiber. Inner layer towards the central core stem, making suitable for making the fine fiber. Then comes the central core, white color stem. This is having a lot of medicinal properties. 5 to 7 tons can be extracted from 1 hectare. Then comes the flower. Generally, flower is used for making very good pickle. Very good achar can be made from the flower. Even the flower, the bract is so attractive. We can extract more than 100 milligram per. This one we can extract anthocyanin from the biopigment or biocolor. We can say we can extract very good anthocyanin, antioxidant properties. We can extract anthocyanin from the bract also, but commercially it takes some time because we can put it in the tablet form. We can make it. That also we're trying. Then leaf is having a lot of medicinal properties. We talk about that. It's a very good hygienic bioplate. Then calm. Already we are talking about the calm. I told you calm is very good source of starch. The generally Kerala it feeds to the animals to increase the lactation. The calm is having very good starch. The 5 to 6% starch having we can make pharmaceutical industries. But being the propagating material, this propagule cannot be used commercially for extracting many things. Then even chips also can be made from the corn. Slice it, you can make very good chips also made from the corn. Because very good source of starch. Na? Okay, so can have the first product from the this one, banana flour. This all comes under wealth generation from waste concept, secondary agriculture. We need to have the circular economy. Na? So whatever you produce should be recycled my maximum to the possible. You should not go as a waste as far as possible concerned. Then banana flour tokku or pickle, because we can make very good pickle from the banana flour. You can use the flour, you can remove the stigma as well as stepple. You can chop it and steam cook it, then make it soft. Then you can make add spices. We can make very good preparation of this. The banana flour pickles, very good source of dietary fiber, rich in iron also. So it's very good for anemic patients, particularly the pregnant women. Then can take this one. It's very good for them. The advantage of this is we can grind and we can see paste like thing. That's why we call it as a tokku. Pickle means small pieces will be there, whereas tokku means it's a ground. It's grinded. So grind and you be used, ground and used. So it can be very well mixed with the idli, dosha, rice, and many preparation. You can, as such, you can take it also. Very good in taste, highly delicious. Then we can make a tea time snacks like a banana flour bhaji. We can make very good banana flour bhaji, very good banana stem bhaji. You can make it. Then banana central core candy. We can make very good mitai. It's a very good candy from the banana central core. We are talking about the central core is very rich in fiber, very good source of potassium. This other in addition to that, you must have heard from the since long. It is having the property to dissolve kidney stone. Why kidney stone made? Everybody knows that when you to consume too much of tomato, which are rich in calcium and also oxalic acid, you will get calcium oxide. It is responsible for the stone formation. If you take some kind of aerites also, they also a good source of oxalic acid. Other things, calcium and all, it leads to stone formation. So banana central stem having the property to dissolve the kidney stone. That is an advantage for going for the banana central stem based products actually. Then prepared by making slices. Then you can even when you are making slices, small fiber will be coming out. You can see fine fiber. That fiber is very fragrant. We can use it for lighting the lamp. So that is being in Tiruvannamalai Sivan temple. This is being used for lighting the lamp. It's very fragrant actually. Then I told you it's where when you add with the sugars, other things rich in sugars, the product is rich in sugars, potassium, and dietary fiber. We can mix with the inji murabba. Inji murabba, it's called inji murabba. We can prepare very good inji murabba. Inji murabba means inji is nothing but a ginger. You add the ginger essence to that central core stem slices. Then you can go for the candy. Very well prepared inji murabba. That's very good for digestion. We can make. We add carrot essence, carrot juice, and all. We can enrich the antioxidant properties of the central core stem. Then we can make very good ready-to-serve beverage can be made from the banana central core stem. Easy and safe for consumption. It's same property I told, the medicinal property dissolving the kidney stone. Anti-lethargic properties it has. Then blends well with and adds good taste when you are adding with the ginger, cinnamon, and herbal spice, particularly mint. So this blends gives very good taste when you are adding this kind of spices, leaf, herbal, and other spices to the juice. It gives very good taste actually. You can say. We can make very good squash or syrup also from the central core stem juice. Then jelly can be prepared from banana central core stem juice. It always is known that pectin is one of the major constituents in the jelly. Jelly is always looking transparent compared to jam. Then these are the machineries developed by Central Institute for Agriculture Engineering in collaboration with NRC Banana for making the Central Coast stem-based slices, juices, and other products. Then we can make very good soup mix, instant soup mix made from a Central Coast stem. Then we can make a very good instant ice cream mix because it gives very good consistency in the ice cream. So that the ice cream will not melt so quickly, it takes some more time to melt. So it gives very good consistency to the ice cream when you add this banana Central Coast stem powder. We can make very good halwa recipe from the banana Central Coast. We can make it. Then we can make very good achar, pickle from the banana Central Coast. I told it is the properties and minerals, other nutraceutical, other properties in it. Then, yeah, we can make time. I told you earlier also. Tea time snacks can be made. Bhajis from Central Coast, we can make it nicely, delicious time. Tea time snack. Then banana peel. So I told it's total flavonoids. When you see when you come to the nutraceutical property, total flavonoids, banana peel contains 310, whereas the pulp contains only 60. So peel is a very good source of you can say vitamins, minerals, dietary fiber. You can say nutraceutical properties, particularly total flavonoids, calocatechins, epicatechin, catechin. This kind of nutraceutical properties are much in the peel when compared to the pulp. So peel is having a lot of advantages for the health point of view, a lot of health benefits it has. But the only thing peel we can't consume directly, so that we have to steam cook it or boil it, then only we can be eaten. So we make very good pickle from the peel. There's a highly delicious pickle. We can make it and we can use it. Generally, we use some varieties like cooking type of varieties only. We use green mondan, saba, papalu, and nathan. These are the varieties are ideal for making the peel pickle. You can say. Then comes to another concept. This is this is the we are talking about all this. Sorry. Then comes to the leaf. Leaf is one of the important portion of the banana. Leaf is the vital for photosynthesis. But here we are going to talk much about the leaves also here. It's having a lot of health benefits, banana leaves. Common cold and fever, it is being used for common cold and fever. It's having wound dressing. When you're having the persons who are having the burning injuries, because of the fire and other things, they are covered with the banana leaf. It gives soothing effect. Apart from soothing effect, the minerals, chlorophyll and minerals, other properties which are been in the banana leaves is having giving the soothing effect and wound healing properties also for the person who are suffering from burning injuries by fire and other things. Then boost immune system. So it contains very good lectin. Lectin is a immunomodulating property it has. So it is having it boosts immune system of the body. Then reduces cellulite. It reduces cellulitis in skin. That is the polyphenols. It contains a very good source of polyphenols. If you take a banana, generally it contains very good source of phenols also. Then banana leaves contains tannins. So we can prepare very good tea decoction. Tea can be prepared also from banana leaves. Good for hair because when you use this banana leaf, you smash it and you can take add water and take it and put it in your hair. The hair will become perfectly black and it reduces gray hair and also strengthen their follicles. These advantages are going by the banana leaf and use it for the not only for this one. If you take meals or food by using banana leaves, the ingredients which are present in the banana leaves get mixed with the food items and goes to your body. It also clears your ailments, intestine ailments. It helps in intestine ailments, and also your hair will black. And also it cures a lot of skin diseases. That's why they're talking about the wound dressing and other things also. It cures skin disease also. That manages diabetes because a very good potential source of routine, a plant flavonoid that has anti-diabetic, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidant effects. Treats is particularly good for the peptic ulcers. Flavonoids and many organic and inorganic compounds present in that leaves, such as alkaloids, tannins, antioxidants, and phenolic compounds, phenolic acids, helps in the to reduce the peptic ulcer also. Then we have a lot of traditional uses. We was talking about may improve the appetite because aroma banana leaves can induce the appetite when served on banana wrapped plate. You can say banana can be used as a very good hygienic bioplate. Leaf can be used as a very good hygienic bioplate. And then neutralize the worms. When we are earlier we are talking about the sap, stem sap or rhizome sap. having the proper to break the, it's a kind of antidote against the antidote for venom of centipede as well as the snakes. Then here also we can say the leaf itself also having having the effect of neutralizing venoms. Tannins and polyphenols in the leaves tend to inactivate the toxin proteins and may reduce their effect to some extent. That's what you can say. Then hygienic food wrap, hygienic fire plate. And so we can wrap the food in the banana leaves, or we can take banana leaf as a bio plate, taking continuously food. I told you it's all minerals, vitamins, kind of things, or other maybe chlorophyll level which are present in the phenols, kind present in the leaves when you serve hot food. It get mixed up in the food and goes to your body. That helps in curing many things. Then add unique flavor to food. So in Kerala and all, you can say they prepare some kind of items by using the banana. They put the put in the banana leaf, wrap it. I put it in the steam cooking. Then you take it out and leave. Particularly fish, you can see fish and other many products they prepare by using the banana leaf. It adds very good flavor to the product ultimately. Then epihalocatechin chelate. A polyphenol reduces many inflammatory and chronic diseases like cancer, heart disease, and Alzheimer's, which are present in the banana leaves. I told because written tannins, polyphenols, so you can go for some decoction also can be prepared from the banana leaves. But we prepared, but it's very astringent taste, and we could not drink that much. But it's good for health point of view. If you want to consume, the banana leaf is a very good industry developing because now fresh banana leaves having very huge demand in domestic as well as international markets. Every day before COVID-19, uh, around 6,000 to 10,000 leaves were being exported to the Gulf and Middle East, other countries, Singapore, Malaysia, and where our ethnic populations are there, because they use banana leaves for taking food. I told you it's a hygienic bioplate. So, but by this way, the export value also getting increased because by using these banana leaves. The banana leaves, nearly 300 crores silent trade is taking place because of the banana leaves, considering its medicinal properties and other eco-friendly bioplate and so other parameter concern. Then modern or innovative packaging is one of the things we go for. A very good innovative packaging nowadays available, packed with the polythene bag is a normal one. Generally, fruits and vegetables, some of the fruits and vegetables are packed. Then modified atmospheric packaging, where we alter the composition of the gases, oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide. So by that way, you can go for store it for extend the shelf life. And controlled atmospheric storage is a really costly process. Those are the methods by which we can extend the shelf life. Earlier products are being closed. We can't see the naked eye, but nowadays the packing material in such a way that the products are seen outside easily. That's the advantage. You can see the products which are seen outside. This active packaging is nothing but they add they impregnate potassium permanganate to the polythene bag, by which fruits can be stored here and extend the shelf life because the potassium permanganate absorbs ethylene released from the fruits. So it is a very good active packaging material, you can say. Then individual fruit we can pack it and we can sell it. It's not reality now, but future it may be the reality. It can be a reality for future. So individual fruits can be packed, and in future, suppose you say the different age group people are there who are diabetic or normal or children. You can three different stages of ripening. Three different stages of the fruits can be packed in each one. We can serve it to the family. One family has one pack. Like that also possible in future. With different maturity fruits in one pack. Three, four fruits depends upon the family members, where health conditions and the aged people. Kind of considering those things, different stage of maturity fruits can be packed in one pack and we can solve. It's called consumer unit packaging. That's also a very good reality in order to preserve the quality and nutrient content of the produce. Modern packaging, you can see Secuta, one of the topmost export company, bringing the produce in such a way that the unique consumer unit packaging for the small family members. That even products can be packed in the modified atmospheric packaging and sold so that to not preserve the nutrients and the quality parameters. Smart or intelligent packaging nowadays not that much popular in India, but it's foreign it's very popular. When you give the fresh produce inside, then as long as it's fresh, it shows green color. When it's becoming about to spoil, it shows yellow color. Spoiled means red color. It is unfit for consumption. So this kind of sensor-based modern or smart intelligent packaging find place nowadays. Artificial intelligence and IoT, Internet of Things, are getting very popular. Robotics, many things are being used in our field to reduce the burden, work burden. Similarly, freshness indicators have been put in the pack so that can be seen. Then mobile-based interactive systems can be found so that you can see the nutrient, see the code, you can barcode, you can see the analyze the nutrient present in the particular fruits or vegetables which are packed inside. Then you can decide whether to buy or not. This is the one which you can go for. Whether nowadays not only products should contain the nutrient profile, apart from nutrient profile, it should also contain the medicinal, nutraceutical, therapeutic, other values to be also to be added in that, so that it future it will get a good market. Actually, you can say banana fiber. It is of the one of the outer sheath, inner sheath. We can extract fiber, and then we can go for a lot of making a lot of handicrafts actually. And then you can see coarse fiber based handicrafts, fine fiber based handicrafts can be made. Many even such sarees also can be made from the fine fiber. You can extract again the thread. Then you can make yarn. They can be blended with 70 to 80% cotton or silk. We can blend 30% up to 30%. We can mix banana fiber based yarn. Then you can make very good shirts and sarees. Then briquettes also can be made from the banana waste. Then nursery trays or pro tray can be made from the banana waste. Then this is ferulic acid can be extracted from the banana fiber, and it can be used in many. It finds a lot of applications. Can say whatever the products you can make, it is all we can say it's meant for MSME, micro small medium enterprises. Nowadays, many schemes are available for taking up the projects. Then my Prime Minister formalization of micro enterprise, MSME. So many schemes are available for the entrepreneurs who are willing to take up the business in the particular line. Yeah. Then you can see the economic when you calculate the things. The fruit or bunch is the main economic part, which gives only the 9 lakh gross income, net income of 5.5 lakh, employment generation of 140 and 45,000 rupees it creates as income. When you go for other parts, leaf, flower, central core, fiber, sap, vermicompost, it gives 6.60 lakh and 5.35, though 480. So almost 1 lakh 35,000 income, it gives income generation. So when compared to the economic part, other parts, so we can get a lot of income. So it's a circular economy plays a major role to not to waste anything. It's a wealth generation from waste, whereas it contains a lot of information. Secondary agriculture plays a major role in the uh, uh, generating the income for the farmers. We created very good successful banana entrepreneurs. We have developed technologies. More than 45 technologies have been developed. More than 50% have been commercialized, given to more than 90 people throughout the country. You can say almost 100 people it has been given throughout the country. Given lakhs of people, we have given training. More than 65 batches training we have given to lakhs of people. We created successful banana entrepreneurs in this life. You can see so many entrepreneurs. We have given only highlighted few. We are making a marginal, very good income. We use our institute to cater the needs of farming community, other stakeholders in the form of training or internship training or exposure visit, study tour, kind of things. All kind of avenues have been given. Facilities, our facilities are being extended to the different stakeholders of the country. Then one of the successful project I told you, Dubai project, we had a public-private partnership mode we carried out. Our NRCB is a major technology partner. EBITDA is the financial partner. Fair Export is the main company. So it's a PPP mode. We got very good success by exporting our Nandhan banana to Dubai. Similarly, we exported our Cavendish banana to Europe. And recently, last April, we exported Nandhan banana to, you can say, UK. We exported actually. That also very successful project from the Kerala. We have done it for the Vegetable Fruit Promotion Council of Kerala. So we used to honor and encourage the entrepreneurs every year in our foundation day, 21st August. Every year we used to encourage our entrepreneurs, progressive farmers, and processors, women entrepreneurs. We used to encourage and we promote in the our foundation day. So he is the first entrepreneur we received the award in 2011. Best young entrepreneur award he got. He started with the banana flower pickle. Now he's earning is more than 150 crores. You can say his turnover is more than he expanded his business like anything. Then he is the first recipient of the Agri Innovate Award also in 2013. He's from Tamil Nadu. Then he's a hotel management fellow. He received the best process award. He used to produce very good fresh bananas, farm fresh banana, and is export to various countries and domestic market. He is Mr. Karpaya. He is the chairman of the Tamil Nadu Banana Growers Tamil Nadu Banana Producers Company Limited. Then He is the person we have developed a improved banana fiber extraction machine. He has supplied more than 50 machines throughout the country, and all ever it's helping in the particularly for women, self-help for women. He has helped like anything. He is from Trichy district, Tamil Nadu. Then he is from Kerala. He is one of the farmers producer company name in the name of Sangamaitri. So they do more than 100 crore business in banana related business they do from Kerala. So they also been honored with the award. Then is a Totium Banana Producers Group, Trichy. They make a solar dried banana, solar dried flour, and solar dried many vegetables, fruits they make. They are market it also. Then best entrepreneur award is given to one of the Gramalaya, non-governmental NGO group from Trichy. They make a lot of products by using their self-help group for women. They have more than 100 self-help group for women. The district, they prove them, they promote their products. Then this is aroma banana, fresh banana, they market, they send it to various countries also, filing C protocol as well as in the domestic protocol. Then this is another natural A&EA natural products, particularly dehydrated banana they make. Then this the lady, they're making achu fiber products. They make a lot of handicrafts from the banana fiber in the name of achu fiber products. You can see in the website also. The lady name is Parimalam. It's the best one of the women entrepreneur you can see. Then Madhyalagan is the progressive leaf producer. He always having 15 acres in his hand for production of banana leaves. So he is exporting to, he is sending to Chennai. From Chennai, he is exporting to many countries also. So banana leaf itself, we are finding a very good place, very good trade in the international market also. Not only domestic, also international market is having very good demand. Then he is one of the best exporter, SME exports from Theni, Tamil Nadu. Theni is one of the major banana producing area in Tamil Nadu, you can say, particularly the Grand Nine variety. Nowadays, they moved to Nandran and red banana varieties also. Because apart from Grand Nine, the other varieties, traditional varieties are fetching very good price in the international market. Then this is one self-help. This is one of the women entrepreneur, successful woman entrepreneur being honored with the NRCB award. She makes pickles, all type of banana pickles, banana flower pickle, stem pickle, fruit pickle, and flower pickle. The name of GVR Pickles Company in Tamil Nadu. She is also very popular. Then we used to give a lot of training programs, 4 types of training program. We offer production of value-added products, post-process handling, packing, storage, and ripening techniques in banana for domestic export market, extraction of banana fiber and production of handicrafts, and improved production and post-process technology. These 4 types of being training program have been given when you come in a minimum of 10 members, maximum of 25 members. When you are coming as an individual, we give transfer of technology. We have more than 40 technologies in post-process technology. We give that individuals, we give the transfer of technology by signing MOU and giving certificate and training manual and other things we have. We recently we have been with the Agribusiness Incubation Center. And yeah. So Directorate of Medicinal Aromatic Plants Research is having TBI Center, Technology Business Incubation Center. Similarly, we have small institute, only National Research Center for Banana, or single crop institute. We have been given with the 2020 January, we have been given with the Agribusiness Incubation Center. We started with the MOHA, come to learn, go to earn. Come to learn is the entry level, go to earn is the exit level, graduate level. So in that motto, we started with the Agribusiness Incubation Center. Not only in banana, we in other related horticulture crops also we provide the incubation to the needy people. You can say many purposes filing, whether we go for, we give training or transfer of technology to the people, then they can use our signing MOU, then we can use our facilities, machineries, other facilities available. We can utilize our facilities, we can produce the product. Then we have the internet and office space through which we communicate with the companies, we can launch the website, many things can be done. Label the products, the attractive labeling and the packing, we can help you. Then we can market the products. We are using our own, we have the sales counter in our institute, otherwise you can go outside, we can market it. So this facility, incubation facility is given to the persons who are interested for minimum 3 months, maximum 1 year, it can be given, depends upon the space availability and product preparation. Then we suppose these are the things, already we have the technology in our hand. Sometimes you don't have, so you have idea, but you may not have the technology, how to make it. You come with the idea, will help you to mold it to your technology or product, then can be also sold in the market. So that can also be done. So many ways will help you through our incubation center to transfer our technology and to make you a successful entrepreneur Our startup program also will help you to the extent possible in banana and related items. Even if you come with the medicinal aromatic plant, somebody is interested in our surrounding area, will get connected with the director of medicinal aromatic plants, take the technology, but you may not have find time to go and stay there, and you can use if you have the similar facilities available in our center, you can use our facilities using that technology. That is also possible in collaborative way. So whatever the things you wanted, whether you want training or transfer of technology or incubation center, you can approach us in this website, email IDs and phone number. We are helpful. We will be helping you all the time. Thank you very much for your kind cooperation, patience for the last, you can say, I feel it's 1.5 hours I have taken, I feel so. So thank you very much for patience hearing. So thank you very much to the Director of Medicinal Aromatic Plants Research, Anand, Gujarat, as well as to Dr. Nagaraj Reddy, P of the TBI. You also you were invited cordially for this, you can say, this kind of meet. So thank you very much for the organizers and also all the audience spectators who listen to my lecture. Thank you very much, sir. Any doubts? Kindly you can ask. I am ready to clarify.
Thank you, Dr. Shiva.
Thank you, sir.
Wonderful lecture. Lot of photographs, which are again very, very unique. And we know banana only for banana fruit,
Yeah.
but we don't know other aspects of banana. You have thrown a very wonderful light on the various nutritional, medicinal,
Yeah.
and types of the different age groups. Say, for example, for kids, what kind of banana? For diabetic patients, what should be the things?
Yeah.
All those things you have rightly highlighted.
Right.
In fact, I hope my participants got some clue on various aspects of business development with banana.
Yeah.
And if at all, if anybody is interested to join our incubation programs with their own ideas also, or else with our technologies, so they should come forward and try to reach us by sending a mail, so we can connect all those commodities where it can be scaled up and can be developed into successful business ventures.
Yeah.
With this brief overview, so now the session is open for discussion. If you have anybody has questions, you can just write on the chat box, or else you can unmute and
ask directly also. Few questions can be
Yeah.
asked directly, sir. No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Very good.
Yeah. Who is this?
Sir, I have one question regarding this kind of enzyme which can be isolated from banana.
Yeah.
And for its commercialization. I'm interested in that particular thing, sir. Little bit I was joined actually late, so I missed your session due to my some busy schedule, sir.
Okay. So we actually we can make very good fruit vinegar, and we can make very good wine also, kind of things can done. But the enzymes part, we are not that extraction of enzyme kind of things part, we are not entered into that much, because it's quite costly one. But other product wise and technology wise, we are ready to give it to the needy people on non-exclusive basis. No problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, so what now? If you have missed the session, we will keep this entire session in the YouTube channel.
Yes, sir.
Our Media YouTube channel will be there, and will be circulated to all those who are registered for this session.
Yeah.
So
the email ID can be given so that you can send it.
Yeah.
You can use.
Yes,
sir. Dr. Shiva's email address has already been shared in the chat box.
Yeah.
There is one question. Please give some idea on biodegradable plate and paper made from banana. And
yeah, so actually from banana fiber, we can make cellulosic paper can be made. Even tissue paper also can be made. But the Navsari Agriculture University had a project in 2011 to 2014. But only thing is commercial scaling, they failed actually. They could not make it, and compared to the wood pulp, they could not make it that much successful in making the paper. But the technology is possible, can be done. Even there was a thought of using banana fiber for making the currency. Even Japan currency yen is made from the banana fiber. So like that, there is thought was there, but being the costly nature in concern and scaling a problem, they have not been taken up in the large scale. But in future, it may be. Yeah, fiber we can make very good paper, tissue paper, high quality papers can be made from the banana fiber.
Sir, my simple question.
Yeah.
Sir, do you have you screened their banana varieties sold in the market for their glycemic index.
Yeah, yes, we have
So,
our one of our
yeah.
scientists. Yeah, our Dr. Mailu Arden. Yes, screened our traditional varieties. More than 15 varieties he has screened, even including northeastern varieties. He has screened for glycemic index. He has studied the glycemic index. He has done all the varieties. Details are available also. Particularly Nendran and Neipu and kind of varieties. They have low glycemic index compared to other varieties in the ripe stage. I'm telling about the ripe stage. Unripe stage is resin starch kind of things. It is a low glycemic index, no problem at all. You talk about the sixth and seventh stage, more than sixth stage actually, or fifth stage. Many varieties can be there. The sixth stage, some of the varieties like Nandran and Naipuan, little bit low glycemic index compared to other varieties, we can say. So only ripe varieties we are not recommending to the diabetic patient. The fifth stage or fourth stage we can recommend to the diabetic patient. They can go for little bit of not fully ripe, but a little bit 3/4 ripening kind of things. That is flour-based products. Very well they can go. Their food preparations, now they can mix with the any other flour. They make dosha, chapati kind of things. They can make it.
Yeah.
Possible.
Yeah. Thank you. And any questions from the participants?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, madam.
Yes, madam. Shubhasri, madam.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Sir, good evening, sir.
Good
Thanks for the very informative session.
Yeah.
And at home, we have a variety Pay and Vare.
Yeah, pain is very good variety. It's meant for the person suffering from smallpox kind of things. Nah? It has been given.
It's known for
Very
its
good.
laxative,
Yeah,
laxative
very good.
property.
Yeah, very laxative property. Also, it is baby food is also made from pain varieties also in some places.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. I have a question. Like we have a terrace garden, and we use the waste bananas, like fully ripe, not used for consumption, for making. I used to ferment it along with jaggery and keep it for 3-4 days, and I use this as a fertilizer, liquid fertilizer for my plants due to its high potassium content, sir. So and even I don't throw away the peel of banana peels.
Yeah.
So we make it as a fertilizer. Is there any standardized formula for from your institute so that we can make it as a product? Like a lot of bananas go waste. Like,
Yeah, we don't have any standard, but what we see the whole plant stem, which is after harvest of bunches, na, the stem or other, all including leaves, everything we chop it, even including corm. We can chop it and make the vermicompost with then our vermiwash. Then we are giving to the, we reuse it in the our farm itself actually.
Okay.
It's a nutrient dynamics actually. We can say reuse in our farm itself. We are not quantified this much and all, but we are quantified from the different parts of the banana plant, not from the ripe one. What do you say? Kind of things you have not done it.
Yeah. In city, there are a lot of bananas going waste now in mandis.
Yeah, because our Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu, the mandis, they prepare daily 4-5 tons of the pinnacle is going waste. Other things are going waste, thrown away in the market itself. Those things are utilized. The municipality is making, corporation is making the vermicompost or compost and is giving to the people in a lower cost.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry to interrupt here, but ma'am, your procedure can be verified by us. So
Sure, sure, ma'am.
Can be standardized. I mean, it is a good idea to use the waste. From mandi, we can procure the raw material.
Yes.
Actually, there is one more work actually. Navsara Agriculture University, we also done some work actually. The sap, I was talking about the sap, na? The joint portion of the calm as well as stem, na? Sap is extracted. The sap can be diluted and you can use it as a plant growth promoter for fruits and vegetable nursery and all. It can be sprayed. That kind of work has been done. Navsara Agriculture University, and they made some kind of composition. They are selling in the market also.
All right. So, any other questions? Thank you for the question. So many products. So we see only banana by ice.
Still many more products are there. I have not given all this. Still, we have elite products are there. Foam made, dried ripe banana powder is there. So many products are been coming up. Yogurt is there. So many things are there, but not still not taken.
But a lot of business potential.
Yeah, opportunities.
I request if any entrepreneurs want to enter this kind of ventures, new products. So this we can help them. So any questions? So if no questions, I thank profusely Dr. Shiva.
Yes.
I think our director is there. Roy sir. I don't know. Since he's not there.
There's
Okay.
one more request. Many people are asked in the chat box. You can give my mobile number. They can talk
Yeah.
over me over phone and
Yeah.
they can find.
Yeah, yeah,
information.
yeah. I've
Yes, sir,
given-
we have shared your details. We have
Okay,
shared
right,
your
right.
details.
Okay, thank you.
And
Because-
they are also asking for presentation. So
you can
once
give
you
it.
mail us, we can forward them.
Yeah, you can give it to them. No problem.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And the YouTube link also, it is there already. We can share it.
Yeah, you can
This
host
one.
it in your
Entire
website
session,
and
entire
yeah,
session will be there,
yeah, right.
so they can go to. So thank you very much, Dr. Shiva,
Thank you, Dr.
for a wonderful presentation.
Yeah.
In fact, it is attracting. I am watching very keenly on various aspects of this one.
Yeah.
My interest was on glycemic index of varieties that you have already highlighted, and it's a good candidate for business development. So
Right.
anybody is interested, please do let us know.
Yeah.
Do get in touch with us. So we will convert your ideas, whatever that you have, into business ventures. So
Right.
we have a network of all those institutions which are working in agriculture.
Right.
So to say we have 50 business incubators, so who can be working relentlessly for your idea and can be shaping your ideas to convert into business ventures. Definitely this talk might have given a lot of thoughts in you. Please see it and come back to us. So we will push that thought into idea and idea to again a successful business venture. So this is what our purpose we are looking at, and the main aim of this entrepreneurship development program is to bring startups in the medicinal and aromatic plants and other commodities along with the crops. And in a way, so we should give an employment generation to all our population which is growing, and also economic to the country. So with this, I thank you, sir, for accepting our kind invitation in a short notice, and you have made this day a banana day, so which will be remembered forever. And you have thrown a lot of light on the single commodity banana. So how it can be done and how it can be grown out, can be converted into wealth products and waste to wealth products and value added products. So definitely it is awesome. So remarkable. And you do have ABI centers. So please have a look at it and see our connection between the networking of ABI centers that will help people to convert their ideas into business ventures. With this, thank you very much for your wonderful lecture, sir. Thank you. Thank you all the participants for being with us. If you have any questions, even after the session also, do write to us. We will try to give appropriate answer for those all questions. So thank you very much, Shiva, sir.
Oh, thank you
Yeah.
very much, Dr. Nagaraj Reddy. Thank you very much to the director also. Convey my
Yes, sir.
wishes to him. And thank
Yeah.
you very much to the director for giving me this opportunity. You are the
Yeah.
person just contacted me and it's made me to enlighten the particular lecture. So I am also very grateful to you also. I am very
Yeah.
much grateful to the audience. Okay, participants who have been having patience for the nearly 1.5 hours, I think so.
Yeah.
To
It
my
was 1.5
lecture.
hours.
Patience and cooperate.
One of the best session I ever attended, doctor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much to each and everyone.
Keep following. Keep
yeah.
following
The
us.
session was perfect mix of health and wealth inside.
Yeah.
So
Prosperity.
keep following us.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
We will do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you
to
very
each and
much.
everyone. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you, one and
Thank you.
all.
Yeah. Thank you.
So let us close the session. So
Yeah,
already 5
right.
o'clock. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
all. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
to everybody. Yeah, thank you.
Raman sir, how are you? Who else is there? Can you interact with somebody? All right, Deepa, you can close the session.
Oh, let them take a screenshot of to how to contact us.
Okay, okay.
Hello, Reddy sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Santosh Babu. Ekrona Swami.
Sir, fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Fine, fine. Yes.
Yes, 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 sir.
Okay. So, hope you enjoyed the session. You are there in
Yes,
that
sir.
session?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was there in the session, sir. And last week, I have contacted Shiva, sir.
Acha, acha. Okay, okay. Okay.
Yeah, sir.
For business?
Sir, one technology is there. Extraction of juice from stem. Banana
That
stem.
is for banana stem, yes.
Actually, I was going through some articles. Banana stem juice mixed with lime. It is highly acceptable. Regarding that, I contacted him. Because of COVID, they are not allowing anyone it in, sir.
Okay. Maybe with Tamil Nadu, it has a lot of problem. COVID.
Yes.
Even
Yes,
Karnataka also, there is COVID issue going on.
Yes, yes, yes.
So if anything is there, let us know. We will.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine, all of you. Thank you very much. So let us close the session.
Yeah, thanks, sir. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.